Has this ever happened to you while you're in the middle of your survival series, in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden you run out of fuel? Did you ever want to rid yourself of those pesky fuel containers and pesky gas engines? Just randomly go up to your vehicle and just yeet them out of existence, because why not, right? And instead go with a method that gives you unlimited fuel. Well, I'm going to show you guys just how to do that. And yes, it will involve a few glitches, but it's cheap, and you can build at the beginning of your series, and yeah, it's wonderful. So we're just going to build some standard suspension glitches here. And then I'm going to put in a pipe piece right there, put a block just so I can weld it to that screw. And then the first one's done. We're going to do the same one over here. Realistically, you only need to do this on just the rear axle in general, but no, why not have all four, right? And it doesn't have to be a level 5 suspension. It could be a level 1. It's just the level 5 gives you an option to make it much faster, so it's not too bad. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Mm-hmm. As you can tell, I probably built this a few too many times before. I haven't actually used it in survival yet, as this is a relatively new concept brought by Keen Anderer, the guy that made one of the fastest piston engines, and I can't remember the guy's name. Oh well, I'm gonna kick myself in the arse later for that. But next thing we're gonna do is we're going to put down a controller. You can hook this directly into the seat, but I'm gonna put it on a switch because I feel like it. And I'm going to upgrade this to level 4 because we have 4 bearings we need to power. Otherwise, again, if you're only using a single axle, you'd only have to power 1. We're going to do the further one in the middle, not the one that has the cardboard underneath. And we're going to connect it to all of them. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to do it in this order, just so it looks neater in the actual controller. We're going to put this to that speed. We're not going to have it on loop. The only time we would need loop is if we're controlling it with this seat to make it go forward or back. Then I'm going to set this to negative. We'll do negative 50. Yeah, negative. Well, no, we'll do 123 for now. 123 for 5 should be fine. We can go faster later. I might also have these on backwards, but we can also just reverse the bearings, which is also no problem. And, yeah. So if you push the button, yeah, they're all backwards. Oh boy. Yeah, let me just reverse all those. There we go. You may think, oh, it's starting off real slow, but yeah, it goes decently fast. It's not too bad. So if you want a little extra speed, because this is going about 84 blocks a second, again, we didn't adjust anything on the suspension. We'll put it to the same level that a level 1 piston is at, which is the 4th notch from the very bottom. And that will give us 2 to 3 extra blocks per second. Doesn't seem like much, but it does help. It also ups the acceleration a little bit, which is very nice, giving you that little extra bit of torque. But let's say if, you're a little bit further in the game, you have more resources, you got all those extra component kits and you want to go faster, right? And you're thinking, well, I want to go like electric engine fast, right? While having more torque. You just put these to max. And instead of going like just max alone, instead of going 86 now, 86, 87, you'll be going about 96, 95. But we can go even faster. You could just increase these by an extra 15 degrees, and then this will give us a heck of a lot more speed. A little bit too much speed for this vehicle. But I can assure you it is decently fast. But you're thinking, okay, well, still not fast enough, right? Let me just, yeah, reset her because I obviously can't drive. So let's put it to 150 because 150 is about 800 RPM, which would get you about 170 blocks per second, which is, a pretty nice speed. But, okay, that's still, not fast enough for you, right? Let's say you want to go faster. Well, to get it to go at electric engine, you just put it on 160 degrees. There we go. And then that will get you to 1100 RPM, right? 155 would be about gas engine, which is about 900 RPM. I could be mistaken on that one. The max that this can go on this mass of a vehicle, because this is not the lightest vehicle, but it's also not terribly heavy, would be 175 degrees, which will get you up to, I believe, 2,000 to 3,000 RPM, which is a little too much. Let me just lift this up here, and I'll show you. Actually, let me weld this to the ground so you can see why this is a little too much RPM. So let me just, if I can use my weld tool properly. Ah, there we go. So let me just, oh, come on. Yeah, those are a little too fast for this vehicle. Like if I take this off of there, it's just, yeah, it can't handle it. It's just gonna implode, and then the wheels are gonna be over torqued, and it's not gonna have a good time. But let's say if you have a lighter vehicle and you want to go even faster, because, why the heck not? You just, you want the fastest piston engine or fastest glitch engine in this case, because of the suspension glitch engine. We're going to create one more module by just slipping a block in there, changing the parent object. Then we're going to have our lift, place down a slab of cardboard. You could also use bubble block, whichever one is easier for you to obtain. For your cardboard's easy because how much wood you get in a series. So, and then we're going to look at the bottom of this screw. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to go in from the top. Oh, had it there for a second. There we go. And again, so it's easier to weld, I'm just going to place a block on top temporarily. You don't have to. You can just grab it directly from that block there, but I find it a lot easier to grab it from another block. And temporarily, I am going to lock that bearing just because I don't want this thing exploding on me while I'm trying to, build. I'm also going to place controller here, switch, put that into there, and then I am going to, oh, that didn't actually flip it. Well, that technically works. Okay. And we're going to grab it from the one where the cardboard stack is, and then I am going to connect that to there, delete that, and then I am going to set the suspension to max level because we want it to be as fast as possible. Then I'm going to grab the exometer just so we can double check how fast this thing's going because, why not? So it's going to show at the top of the screen right there. And we're going to set this to 177. And I'm going to have this on a relatively slow speed so you can see how fast this thing picks up speed. Yeah, it gets a little, just a little out of hand. Yeah, about 6,200. That's not too bad. I'd say that's a good average speed to be going at. Yeah, you can't really get too close to this thing. It's just going to knock you back. But yeah, if you're wondering, oh, can I actually turn it off? Well, yeah, of course. See? It's not too bad. Again, you can hook this into a seat and have it go forward or back. But yeah, if you guys enjoy these kind of engines, there's also, let me just show you another kind here. The one that I found before I was shown a larger concept of this one. Oh, no, this is the wrong one. It'd be this one. There we go. I'm also going to get rid of that block just so that isn't there anymore. So what this one does is it's actually pushing a pipe piece into a wedge. I made sure to use wedges that are a little bit easier to obtain in survival. But yeah, it's not terribly fast, but it's not too bad. Just for, a button going into a piston, and the piston's, it could be level 1, it's lowest settings, and it's literally just pushing that pipe piece into a wedge. Oh, if you're wondering how to get a block inside of a piston like that, it's really, really simple. Again, just throw it in there and delete the block underneath. It's really simple. So, yeah. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button. If you disliked it, why are you still watching? There's so many YouTubers that do this kind of stuff better, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. And again, if you guys want to see the survival hovers, just let me know. Just let me know. I will do it. No glitches, just proper survival hovers. Why not?